big winning streak on hand, but so do they. He said, I believe that we can come and set the tone early. Look for them to be very balanced in their play calling, show why they've won these games 3 in a row, and really set the tone here early in the first quarter. Reese?
Thanks, Holly. Looking forward to see how this one goes. The Hoosiers will kick off first, and here we go. He's going to take a chance from midway in his end zone. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. We thought we might see some of this. They'll go to the Wildcat formation here. Direct snap. It's Fowler Nicolosi. Grabs it in the middle. Running wide open down the gut of the field. Inside the touchdown, Michigan. Once he got a step, it was all over right to the house.
And you can't draw it up any better. How do you shut a home crowd up? One of the best crowds in college football. You come in on the first drive and you handle your business. You get in the end zone. Palmer, this place was going absolutely berserk, and strangely, one possession in, it got really quiet.
That was really impressive from an execution standpoint, too. Obviously, you script those plays on your first possession. You practice them all week. It was so important, especially in this game, because you're right. This is one of the most hostile environments in all of college football. We've seen these fans, when they get rolling, it's like a tidal wave, and they just engulf teams and take games over. Great job by the offense early, executing and quieting this crowd down.
Quarterback and running back set up in the pistol. With the draw, it's Richard. The draw draws nothing except a swarm of tacklers. He's stopped immediately.
And here's what you know about Indiana football. They're going to be physical. They're going to be so well coached and disciplined, and they're going to run the football. It was the key ingredient to helping Fernando Mendoza win a Heisman. Like the ability to RPO off of it. So, Palmer, I don't know who the names are going to be throughout the season, but I know they're going to run downhill, no nonsense, and they'll have a guy that they'll hitch their wagon to.
Yeah, everybody talking about losing Mendoza, but Black and Hemby were a big part of that thing, too. I think the offensive line, though, was key to it all. You have... Anytime you have two 1,000-yard rushers, it's because the guys up front are pushing people around, and that was the secret sauce to Indiana's Cinderella run a year ago. So up front, these guys have to continue to dominate. They'll reload the backfield through the portal, through recruiting, but it all starts and stops with the big fellas pushing people around. That's going to be the key for them on offense. Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
He's going to let one fly down the middle. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at third down.
Man, sometimes as a quarterback, man, you're sitting on that sideline and you watch the other guy go out and just deal, right? And put together a drive, score a touchdown, and you want to come out and you want to answer and you want to be aggressive. And sometimes you take shots, sometimes you force things. So I would recommend to him, just stay within the offense, take what the defense gives you, don't be too aggressive.
That was almost picked off, and what a disaster that would have been to throw a pick on the opening drive. Instead, it's fourth down.
Well, it looked like the offense had a rhythm here early in the drive, getting a first down, but I don't know about that play call. Going deep on third down, low percentage throw, it falls incomplete, and all that momentum that was established early in the drive, that's gone away now if you have to punt.
They told us they were going to be aggressive no matter where they were on the field. Didn't take long to prove it. Going for it on fourth down in their first drive. Throwing right. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. The definition of four-down territory has changed over the last few years. It extended into their own territory.
Anywhere, everywhere, just look at the card, right? That card's supposed to tell us what to do, but maybe I'll go for it anyways. This offense took a little bit of a gamble, but they get the first down. Nothing to worry about, Reese.
Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. Offense took a little bit too much time at the line there. Back in the old days when they used to kick it back and forth just to play defense, is that what we're doing here? Sends his first one of the day on the way, and we didn't see much of him in that victory last week, just called on one time. That thing was down for a while, but the big bounce carried it into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Throwing, Underwood. And they're not quite in rhythm there. It's incomplete.
You know what I really like about games like this at this point in the season? You find out who you are. You find out whether you're going to stay in the race.
And who can step up and handle the challenge, right? This is easily one of the toughest games to date for both of these programs coming into this one. So there's a lot of eyeballs, David, on this game to find out who's mentally and emotionally the toughest.
Yeah, and we're going to point to this game as we get later in the year and big decisions are made. You've got a top 25 win. You beat them in the middle of the season, X, Y, and Z, so these are big for the resume. Defense is about firing off hitting the offensive guys and staying in your gaps, everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Might as well run him again. Continuing to turn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48.
These are the ones in the stands where you get booed if it doesn't work. Why would you run the ball on 2nd and long? You stink, OC. Or you get the big applause, and you're like, yes, nice job. Keeping the manageable 3rd down situation. Good call. So, tough spot to be in.
Makes the grab in their space. Inside the 30. Running through contact. Runs it all the way down, almost to the 10. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 12.
What a start for this offense throwing the ball. I love how they've come out in this game, and they've been aggressive. They've already scored a touchdown, and here they are taking another shot and getting a big play. If you're on defense, you have got to find a way to slow this quarterback down.
Running the red zone. It's Marshall. Could be an alley. So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense.
1st down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another 1st down, gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst.
Makes a grab, and he will score. Touchdown, Wolverines.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. And he was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
And the extra point makes it 14-0. So it's an 80-yard drive, and they close that drive going to the air for the final few inches and the score. The returner will field it and bring it back. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. Indiana has the ball back, and the Hoosier offense comes out ready to go. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. Just searching and working for the running room as he gets it out to the 26. All right, guys, let's talk a little Indiana. By the end of the day, one of these two teams will control their conference destiny the rest of the way. Potential bye in the college football playoff on the line. This game critical at this point in the season for both teams.
And so much talent in this game, too. Outstanding coaching staffs, NFL talent on both teams going into this one. David, this might be a rematch in the conference championship game. We might get to see this matchup again.
Yeah, and it's so nice to have two teams playing so well at the top of their conference. You know this game matters. There's no sleepwalking into this game. You see the numbers at the top of the conference. It's you and it's them. Who's going to come out today?
Looking to throw, it's Hoover. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
Well, this is a quarterback who's not known for his running ability, obviously. We've seen him make some great throws, but mobility, that's probably not on your bingo card, and you saw it right there. He gets brought down for the sack.
Looks it in. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. We thought we'd see a little wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. On the direct snap, it's Underwood. It's a fumble. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover.
And that's a great job by the defender that time, locating the ball on the ground and hopping on it for a fumble recovery. And guys, that's the second straight game this guy has had a fumble recovery. Had one there last time out, and he's got another one here.
They're changing things up, trying to get everyone set. Follows his blocks. It's Richard. At the 45, on his way. They've got the defense reeling right now with that big play to the 29. And the Hoosiers, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got to pick him up, but they didn't block the most important guy, the big fella right in the middle.
Oh, it's a fumble. Recovers the fumble, and he's still going. I don't know if it was luck or aggression or just a fortuitous bounce, but at least, and wait just a second, the official's going to take a second look at this one. So after reviewing the undisputable video evidence, the replay booth has decided to overturn the call. The Hoosiers will snap it on 1st and 10. Now hits it, it's Richard. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt.
And oftentimes running backs love drop plays because there's less traffic in front of them. The offensive line is selling pass, the quarterback's selling pass. They don't get the handoff until the very last possible second, so the D-line's rushed away upfield, and now it's so much easier for these backs to find their holes and pick their lanes.
Right, Evan. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Indiana! After the score, we'll see if that breathes a little fire into them.
And you see it all the time, right? You get that score, you get that energy, the crowd gets involved, and the defense got to get out and get you a stop. But this was step one to getting them back in the ballgame.
And after the extra point, they've cut the lead in half, down 14-7. Looks like he's going to bring it out. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Here's Underwood to throw. He'll pull it down and run. And he has a solid gain on the play before sliding. We have the early makings of a quarterback duel, as these stats will show you. They've swapped ends of the field, and we're ready to go in the second. Underwood on the play action. Caught, it's Marshall. He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33. This guy fits the bill, big, sturdy Michigan pocket passer.
And it's built on the ground, but I tell you what, when Michigan's had their best teams, they got to have that balance, right? You got to have a guy back there in the pocket that can go through the fake and then make the decision, get the ball out, and get some first downs.
Here's Bryce Underwood to throw. Quickly out to the tight end. Really good concept there to get things going and use the tight end early.
Yeah, I mean, just such a great job on first down, setting up an easier second down. Understanding I don't always have to push the ball down the field, but see the tight end, make the throw. No, it's not a big gain, but makes life really easy on me on second down.
And the Wolverines will hustle to the line. Powers inside. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense. And after that run, there is a player still down on the field. The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Got 6 yards on the play, 2nd and 4 coming.
New running back, same result. Like, it's pretty clear what they want to do on the offensive side of the football. They want to dominate the line of scrimmage. They want to run the football, whether it's the starter or now the backup. They're going to establish that ground game. It's what they do. It's who they are.
The Wolverines can really attack on this 2nd and short. Underwood. Out wide right, it's Marsh. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. From the gun, the ground game. Turning it on! That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down.
Man, when I can run the football like that on first down and create second and inches and stay way ahead of the sticks and be in a position now where I can throw the football or run, I will have a lot of success on the offensive side of the football.
Right side, it's Marshall. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. The Hoosiers take their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. He stopped short of the sticks. They're still in field goal range if they choose to kick it here. On fourth down, they could boot the field goal, but looks as if they'll go for it. Fourth down, Underwood. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. The decision to go for it does not pan out.
Man, that is a big-time drop right there. Fourth down, opportunity to catch it, maybe get the first down. That is tough to swallow, but as a QB, I got to walk over to him and say, listen, dude, we're going to need you later on. I still believe it.
He was looking for some place to put his foot in the ground, but the defense was everywhere, and he's knocked down behind the line.
And this offense on first down, man, they go backwards. And they've built a deficit, and they've been sluggish. And they just need something to get going, to get started, because they've kind of looked out of sorts and out of rhythm this whole game.
Looking downfield, it's Hoover. Finds his man. Still running at the 40. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. It looks as if we have an injured Hoosier at the end of that play. That's the sophomore running back there taking a look at, and Holly Rowe will let us know what's going on the sideline. From the 44-yard line, the offense snaps it on first down. Fresh set of downs going up top. Fires to the wideout. Good hands in there by the defense to force the incompletion.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Hits inside, it's Martin. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44.
It's so nice as an offense to know you can generate explosive plays by handing the football off to this guy. He has got incredible speed.
And the Hoosiers look to keep this drive humming. Making the adjustment. Wants to throw one first. Left side, it's Morris. Off and running. And he slipped through the crowd, and Hill house it. Touchdown, Hoosiers! Wait, can I get the director to give me a replay of that? I want to count the defenders. 1, 2, 3. I mean, there's no way they had 11, right?
I mean, that is frustrating. Defensively, what are you taught? Like, make them earn it, right? Play man, press up on them, make them earn it, make them go the length of the field, don't give up big plays, or just give up big plays and don't have anybody in the camera shot and don't have anybody there to even miss a tackle.
Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly.
Well, this defense knew coming in they were going to see some RPO and they were going to see some quick game. And nice job there taking the throw away from the quarterback.
They don't need a bunch on second down. The run inside. It's Marshall. They'll knock him down after a pickup of 1 to the 18.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. Underwood trying to cut through the noise. Out wide right, it's Marshall. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. And the Wolverines come to the line with a new set of downs. Throwing, Underwood. Blasted as he lets it go. It's complete. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. With the first down, they'll put it in play from the 33. Looking to throw, it's Underwood. Hauls it in. Runs through the tackle.
And this offense, I think, will do a good job in this game divvying up the football and distributing it to different guys in the passing game. It won't just be receivers. It's not going to be tight ends. This running back, he's a weapon, too, after he catches it. You saw it right there.
Again, it's Underwood. Just gets rid of that one.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
Ball's at the 26. It's third and short, and they'd love to pick up the first down and avoid settling for the field goal. And the deflection by the defense brings up fourth down.
Well, on third and short and field goal range, they dial up the pass play. Quarterback was trying to get through his progressions. There was just simply nobody open. Couldn't make an accurate enough throw. Ball falls incomplete. Now setting up a big decision here on fourth down.
They'll try to quiet this crowd by moving the sticks on fourth down. Hauls it in, the first down and more. Knocked down, but he's got enough to move the chains and convert that fourth down. Now timeout taken by Indiana. That's their second. And they're really frustrated having to use that after giving up the first down. And those two couldn't make the connection. It's an incomplete pass.
And this offense shows right away on first down. They're willing to pass down here. Does this soften them up a little bit for the run here on second down and goal?
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. He'll run it to the middle, looking for the end zone. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here.
After getting stopped on that second down, don't be surprised if the offense hands it off to him again here at the goal line on third.
Timeout taken by the Hoosiers. They cannot stop the clock again. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. They'd really rather not have to settle for 3. It's third and goal from the 6. Here's Underwood to throw. Back's looking for the goal line. He stopped short of the goal line, couldn't find his way in, and it'll bring up fourth and goal.
Well, it was a great effort throwing to the running back that time. He was almost able to get in on third down. The defense makes the stop. Now it's decision time. Fourth. You're very close to the goal line. You've got this running back in the backfield. What do you do?
They're going to stay aggressive and leave the offense out there on 4th down again. Whistle sounds, but they get the timeout called just before the delay of game. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. And on 4th down, here comes the field goal unit. This whole play is going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. Absolutely center cut. And with that, they've taken the lead.
How great is it to know that if you can get the ball down somewhere close to the 40-yard line on your opponent's side of the field, you're walking away with at least 3 points because this dude is automatic.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He gets across the 20 and out to the 21-yard line before he's stopped right there. This late in the half, here's the question: how aggressive will the play calling be? Quarterback changing the play. Back to pass, it's Hoover. He lets it fly. Pass is incomplete. The clock is down to 9.
And it's funny, right before that play, I'm thinking to myself, I wonder if this offense is just going to play conservative here with the field position, the fact they haven't scored a ton of points so far in this game, and just run the ball and take it into halftime. No, they're being aggressive, and not just that. They're taking deep shots way down the field, but give the defense credit. They were ready for it, forcing that incompletion.
That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, kind of the unofficial halfway point of the season. Week 8 and another exciting update from the EA Sports Desk. We start with a look at the Pitt Panthers taking on the number 22 team, the UNLV Rebels. And it's Pitt coming away with a blowout victory in what looks like a major upset. Expect major changes in the polls this week.
Indiana comes out ready to get this drive underway. Tight game as we start the third quarter, and we'll see what type of adjustments they made at halftime.
And getting the ball first here, I think, is such a big deal. Like, I get the first chance to make a statement, to make the adjustments, to create some momentum for my squad right here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I think it's so important for this offense to set the tone here early in the second half, to get a nice drive going, build that confidence, and get your defense ready to come on out, get a stop, and change the complexity of this game.
And he avoids the sack.
And those are frustrating. Like, those drops really annoy you because those running backs are always asking to be more a part of the game plan. Get the ball more, touch it more. An awesome opportunity in the pass game to make a play, ball right in his hands, and that is a missed opportunity.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. Out wide left, it's Marsh. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
Yeah, and listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He's in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
Running inside, it's Richard. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down.
Well, you wonder if one of the adjustments they made at halftime, trailing in this game, was to try and get the ground game established, David, and they're off to a good start here.
Dang right. Stay patient. You don't have to worry about it. You don't have to press. Just try to get scoring drives together. Don't abandon the run.
Makes a grab and room to run. Gets him down at the 30 after a 15-yard pickup. They are threatening, and they have a first down. Last couple of plays, the offense seems to be just one step ahead, David.
Yeah, and I'm going to have to do something to disrupt the timing, the rhythm. I got to do something that they're not expecting, because right now they got the run and they got the pass working. So this defense, they're going to have to find something new to kind of confuse this offense.
To throw, it's Hoover. Buying time to his right. He can't find anybody. It'll be incomplete as the defense does a really good job in coverage.
Well, you can see the frustration on this guy's face. He's one of the best receivers in college football, and they knew coming into this game that he had to get touches, but you can't say enough about how good this defense has been defending him. They've always had an answer, whether it's single coverage, double coverage, man or zone. They have not let him go off, and that's a big reason why they're winning this game. Well, you love to see that from the defense, right? It's like bend, don't break. They've given up a bunch of plays on this drive, but now that they're getting down close to field goal range, you're seeing them start to stiffen up, David.
Yeah, and plays don't matter anymore. Yards don't matter. All that matters with these defenses nowadays is points and limiting them.
They'll run it. And how about that alertness and that swarming D to keep him from getting the first down? Thought maybe they would consider the field goal here, but the offense is staying out there on fourth down. Making the adjustment on the play. Going to the run, it's Richard. And he's not going to be able to wedge his way there. The defense with the stop.
Low man wins. Defense that time on fourth down was expecting run, and you saw at the point of attack how they just dominated. There was nowhere for that guy to go. Defense wins the down. They give it back up now to their offense.
Just enough there to get it to the 25, a pickup of 2.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Left side is Buchanan. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
Excellent throw by the quarterback. Found the window between the zones and then delivered the ball on time.
They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. Here's Bryce Underwood to throw. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. He flips his field in an instant, and he's got him set up at the 20. The Wolverines have it with a 1st and 10. They'll send the back in motion. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. If the quarterback's a little more on target there, maybe they hook up, but it's an incompletion.
Well, we haven't seen this very much today. A quarterback missing on a pass. Of course, his offense is rolling right now. He's already thrown 2 TDs. He's in a very, very good rhythm. The defense needed a play like that to try to catch their breath and maybe gain some momentum.
He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity.
And we talked about this guy coming into the game, man. He's a dude. Like, he's a guy that they're going to feature, they're going to give the football to. He's so good with the ball in his hand, so why would you not hand it to him as much as possible? They're doing it early, and he's getting some chunk yardage. This defense, they knew about him, but now they're finding out about him.
They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down.
And this defense has got to be jacked up, man. They finally forced the 4th down, right? They've gotten a couple of first downs, got some things going, but I think it's decision time for this offense. And this D's got to do it one more time, right? They've got to get another play, a big 4th down stop here to get some of that momentum and get the football back.
Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. And the Wolverines will try to move the sticks on 4th down. Bryce Underwood to throw for it on 4th. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not.
That is just a play you have got to be able to come up with. They don't get bigger than that. 4th down, you've got to make the catch. Whether it's a perfect throw or whether it's off of your body, you're good enough and you're athletic enough to haul that play in. You've got to make the play for your quarterback and your offense to keep that drive alive, and he's not able to come up with it.
The Hoosiers offense all set and ready to crank things up. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs. On first down, finding positive plays.
Yeah, and it's frustrating when you move the football and get stopped on the other side of the field and get no points. But they've had some success, and I like the aggressiveness. They just got to cash some of these drives in.
These RPO runs, they're like body blows. I like them because it just sort of chips away at a defense. You'll take these kind of gains all game long. You keep running the football this way, you're going to keep moving the sticks. You're going to keep driving this defense back, so keep at it with the RPO game.
Keep it on the ground. They knock him down, but not before he gets it out to the 21-yard line. Pick up a 4.
And defensively, one of the most important things is stopping the run, being physical up front. That was too easy for this offense. You can't give up 5 and 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, that is a recipe for disaster. They got to be more physical, get off the ball, get downhill faster.
Michigan wants to stop the clock. They'll use a timeout. It's their second. And they'll have to be very judicious as they only have one timeout remaining. The Hoosiers are facing 3rd and inches. Going to audible here. Let's see what they do. Drives inside. Gets the job done on 3rd down as he gets it to the 25 before he's brought down.
That has got to be so demoralizing for the defense. You haven't been able to stop this guy all game long.
Something happened for you. Maybe go find him because they're locked in on that star out wide.
They'll have to push the ball down the field here on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26.
And the defense there goes zone coverage, maybe confused the quarterback a little bit, forced him to hold on to the football, and that allowed the pass rush to get home.
The kick is on its way. Makes a nice grab at the 25. Makes the tackle, really strong, disciplined job, and now we have 1 period to play. Midway point in the season, in games like this one can have a big impact on the rankings from week to week as we see upsets happen and favorites continuing to flex muscle. They go back to work in the final period of this one. On the snap, it's Underwood. Flying out to the left. The 20. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Wolverines!
Man, oh man, when you got a weapon like that, you got to find him and you got to give him the ball in space. You have some plays on your play sheet, and some of them just say, that guy, get him the ball, let him do the rest. Dangerous weapon out of the backfield, catching the football, making the big play.
And the extra point extends the lead to double figures at 10. That's the kind of drive everybody loves. OC, quarterback, 1 snap, put it in the end zone. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Indiana sends the offense onto the field. They're in a precarious spot here. That loft.
Do a better job.
Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. This time it's complete. Wide open spaces. He's at the 10. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Hoosiers!
Man, how hard is it to defend when you have a weapon like this at running back that can play wide receiver? You can design ways to get the football in his hand. Palmer, once you get it in his hands, he'll do the rest.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, and oftentimes those are easier throws for quarterbacks. And these running backs, I think, as a coaching staff, where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Fullback's got it. They'll give him 4 on the pickup at 2nd and 6. The Hoosiers take their first timeout. The Wolverines will punt this one away. Not a lot of room to make this catch. He'll get it to about the 25 before they put a stop to the return. Quarterback signaling to his guys. They've avoided the interception all day, but they were lucky to get that one back here late. It'll be 2nd down. After the incomplete pass, there is a player still down, and they'll come out to check on him. Long way to go on 2nd down. From the gun, he'll try to throw. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Great place to start for this offense. The give and tick, 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 tick. They get him off his feet after a pickup of 5 down to the 25. Michigan choosing to spend its final timeout here. And they'll have to navigate the rest of this game without being able to stop the clock. Tight end now in motion. Little bit of uncertainty there. Play clock down to 4, and they'll call a timeout. They've got 1 timeout left now. They'll have to choose wisely as to when to use it. Line getting set on 2nd down. They'll ride him again. Driven back.
That play had 0 shot. They got to do a better job up front, creating some running lanes. The running back, before he could go anywhere, getting tackled, nowhere to go.
Defense getting stingier in their own end of the field. It's 3rd and long from the 28. Sets his feet. It's Hoover. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. And he got it! Big 3 points to stretch the lead.
Well, it's a good news, bad news scenario. You got the pick, and you would have liked to have paid that off with a touchdown, but because the drive stalls out, we're still happy to get the field goal.
Here he comes from midway in the end zone. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. So here comes the Michigan offense. Well, they turned the ball over on that last drive, ended up giving up a field goal, and now they could really use a touchdown this time around. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
Well, they're trying to attack the middle of the field. That time the ball a little too high for his wide receiver, and it falls incomplete.
Second and long here. Throwing, Underwood. And a sack all the way back at the 5.
Well, the offense obviously already in bad field position. The defense can smell blood in the water. Just look at the defenders pin their ears back and get after this quarterback. Wow.
The defense all revved up after that earlier sack, and they'll try to stop him right here. He's got it on the left. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made.
It'll be interesting to see how the defense decides to play here in the fourth quarter. Obviously, they have the lead, but you know this offense is going to continue to be aggressive. Right there, though, the defense gave up 4 verts and an explosive play. They got to dial it up.
Dropping back, it's Underwood. Fires to the right. Great job to separate the ball from the receiver there.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you could tell they put the hit on him. And that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
They'll need a bunch on second down. Here's Underwood to throw. Right side, it's Johnson. Oh, a lot of space. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Michigan. And they are a mere extra point away from tying this game. And that extra point was good, and we are deadlocked here in the fourth. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And the final 53 yards coming courtesy of that touchdown pass. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Dropped immediately. He got nothing on first down.
And, man, with that run, I think it kind of handcuffs you. I think you want to save that last time out when you need it for your field goal unit or whatever that looks like. Running the football there, man, keeping that clock ticking. I don't necessarily love that call.
He's going to change things up against this defensive look. He's going to take a shot. Upstairs to make the catch. Hits the accelerator to the right. They'll finally put the brakes on him at the 3. A big throw, catch and run on that one.
I love when you back the defense off the. If you want to get aggressive, I'll take shots down the field, make the defense play more conservative, and now what? Now you're in the red zone with a chance to get some points.
This offense right on the doorstep. They can grab the lead late as time continues to wind down. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one.
And you got to think about when you want to use that final timeout, when you're going to clock it. Every single second counts. You need a field goal to win, but you got to manage this clock.
Defense a little too jumpy there, and they got into the neutral zone too soon. And the penalty accepted, and they'll move them back. That penalty's the last thing this defense needed. Now it's 2nd and 4. Tries again to get it in. Timeout is called with just a single second left. And they'll send the field goal team back out for the second time tonight. It'll all be decided right here, win or lose on this kick. He's got it! And now they take the lead. What a show both of these teams put on today. Couple of